Whoop whoop, what's up, Bearcats and Jugger Bros? It's Friyay. We're here hanging and chilling. I sincerely apologize for the late start. We have kind of an emergency going on in the house right now with our refrigerator and freezer going out. So yeah, the last 10 minutes, kind of been 10, 15 minutes, been dealing with that. I 100% apologize. That's my bad. Shit in life happens, but it is what it is. We're getting that dealt with right now. We should have a new one come in a few days. We're just kind of trying to do what we can with to save what food we still have, what food is still in there. Yeah, so apologies for this super late start. But luckily, though, it's a taped show and stuff already happened. People already saw it, so we're here. And we're going to watch the replay. Yeet, yeet. Which means it's going to be a little bit quicker tonight, which should make things better. And what's up, guys? What's up, Labrat, Zane, Dan? Always good to see you, pals. Sorry, just kind of hitting around. Sorry, guys. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, this has been a little bit rough, but we should be good though. We got a new refrigerator, freezer coming next week or coming in a few days, so we should be good. It's just salvaging what we can. All right, let's get it going. We are on the usual sites watching it. Because the only place I can catch it. So we're doing the replay watch-alongs and doing it at 1.25 times speed. So let's get it going. Countdown 3, 2, 1, play. Hit and play on play. In 3, 2, 1, play. Unfortunately, I don't have the capabilities of watching USA. Otherwise, we would be doing it on there. Whoop, whoop.
Tonight, it's the history of two titans of this industry. The craftsmanship.
Get me Berlin, pal.
Culture of a Euro crowd inside Uber Arena. The eardrum bursting, passion pulsing intensity we always get here in Europe. It is a special night, extra special because that man, Drew McIntyre, has chosen a match, chosen the stipulations, the rivalry, the championship, their legacies to be.
See, I'm gonna go.
Stages of hell here in Berlin, Germany.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna go 8 tonight. I'll keep it on point and stay with 8 tonight for a belt count. There's one. Get me Carmelo Hayes, pal.
With Carmelo Hayes here in Germany, even the open challenge going to the United States Championship. We will see who makes their way to the ring to face him. A week ago,
there's 2. And big person, big gimmicks, pal.
Your CEO ready to speak.
Ad break, unfortunately. 1 sec, guys.
Feels impossible. That's why Vistage exists.
Yeah, and I might have to step away to
tackle challenges and gain fresh insights.
To talk with family about the refrigerator freezer issue. Just give you guys a heads up that might happen.
5 times a world champion, but tonight a new prize. As we say, good evening, everybody. Thrilled to be with you again. Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett back here on Smackdown with this monstrous crowd here in Germany. Hard to imagine a bigger main event than this we have tonight. Man, I was just checking the entrances of Drew and Cody. Drew with a typical cocky swagger.
Whoop, whoop.
The other weight of the world on his shoulders. Cannot wait for tonight's 3 stages of hell. And by the way, it's going to be a commercial-free last hour of Smackdown before that.
Ooh, commercial-free last hour. Nice.
Well, a living legend has returned.
Whoop, whoop, 316. What's up, Brian Dunlop? Always good to see you, pal. Hope all is well. Whoop, whoop. Happy Friday. Yes, sir. I will be live on Twitch later tonight. Whoop, whoop. Too legit to quit the hammers in the house. Whoop, whoop. Always good to see you. Yeah, pal. Happy Friday. Hope yours is going well. Whoop, whoop.
Great reception for the Viper, as was the case last week in Buffalo when he was basically a public servant shutting up the Miz with 2 RKOs. Yeah, always a popular move, taking down the Miz after Miz was pitching and teaming together. That didn't work out too well, but Randy Orton also made the point that he wanted to challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship, of course. Cody.
Yeah, pal. Good to see you, Brian. Yeet.
Now, Randy was speaking with the RKOs in the ring in Buffalo, but then backstage with his good friend Cody Rhodes, making his intentions clear, indeed coming for that undisputed WWE Championship. 14-time world champ Joe Taz, who's to say 15 is not imminent?
It might have been because I was just drunk and out of it at that point. See, if I did it, I apologize. I probably just missed it, and because, dude, I was gone by then. Like, I don't even remember what happened at Lunacy last night, which kind of speaks to a bigger problem. I need to start getting reined in and fix. Like, if you could hang with Mr. Leahy in drinking, that's a problem. Yeah, get me Amnesia Blackout on a pole match. Oh yeah, that's probably what it was then. I was drunk and tired, didn't see it. My bad, and I apologize. Nice hammer. Whoop, whoop. Trick Williams and Randy Orton. I can get with this.
Joe Test, the self-proclaimed sexiest and most entertaining professional wrestler on the planet. And that is something I personally concur. Extremely confident. Gussie's thinking it's a good idea to interrupt this moment with Randy.
Dude, part of that legendary 02 class. Whoop, whoop. Hey, what's up, Zach? Good to see you, pal. Happy National Balloon Ascension Day to you too as well. Whoop, whoop.
Let me stop you right there, Randy. Because every single week, another song comes out here, and they say it's going to be their year. I care nothing about none of that.
Yeah, Orton gets it. He definitely gets it.
In case you ain't noticed, a new star has arrived, and his name is Trick Williams. I don't know about Germany, but every other.
Whoop, whoop. Speaking of which, that tweet you tagged me in, hang on one sec. Let me make sure I like and bookmark it for future reference. Whoop, whoop. So I don't make the mistake of forgetting about it again.
This ain't 2006. This is 2026. Let's talk about it. Wait a minute. You want to talk about it? So let's talk about it.
Yeah, here's how messed up I was. I don't even remember that.
I got 5 kids, 1 smoking hot wife. I do love lemon pepper chicken, but the only number that matters is 14 because that is how many world titles I have won. But when I look at
Yeah, I admit I got to get that under control. I have to get that under control.
Yeah, hell, you are oozing confidence. But there's one thing, Trick, I'm not quite sure about. And it's the fact that you chose to come out here and interrupt me, of all people. I mean, I don't know if you've got the brains.
Absolutely will do. I have it liked, bookmarked. Like, I got it ready to go when it's time.
Because you said I don't have the brains. Let's think about this for a second. I'm out here for one reason and one reason only. To brush up against one of the greatest.
Oh, so is Jeff the Ref going to turn? Well, what if we get Jeff the Ref turning along with Vito? That would, ooh, that'd be some fun. That'd be some fun, entertaining content.
All the way to Berlin to put you on notice. This ain't the year of the Viper no more. This is the year of Trick Williams. This is the year we are going to whoop that all around the world.
Why would Trick? Okay, here's the thing. Here's immediate thing I would call as soon if Trick comes to the back and asks me, what'd you think? I would say, you never turn your back to Randy Orton. At no point do you ever turn your back to Randy Orton. That's a good question. That is a good question. Who knows? They haven't really. That's one thing they haven't really established yet, but it's still kind of a little bit open-ended at this time. That's just kind of a character thing. That's more of an Orton character thing. No person who's has any idea of who Orton is would ever like openly give him their back.
The Viper is back. Randy Orton just dropping fools left, right, and center. Welcome to Berlin, Randy Orton. Rick Williams may well have learned a valuable lesson. Trying to send a message about the He is set course for more history. Picking up a little breaking the trick.
Yeah, but would you ever turn your back to a Viper? Fuck no.
Trick Williams with the message is clear. Trick Williams wants to get to the top in a hurry, but Randy Orton has lived at the top for the past 20 years.
Yep, Orton. Yeah, Randy Orton is a heel character.
Ray Phoenix should get well aware of Trick Williams' rash and gold approach.
Yes, you never turn your back to a heel because you know what they're capable of and what they might do to you.
What to do in front of him from the Viper. Ray Phoenix and Trick Williams. That's underway next. WWE Unreal.
Whoop whoop. Yes, it was.
Behind the scenes look. Now, season 2 is
That I do
on
remember.
Netflix. Of course, featuring all the best. Seth Rollins, Becky, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, many more. WWE Unreal season 2 is going to premiere on January 20th only on Netflix. That is a must watch. But Wade, Ray Phoenix, the veteran, was having a conversation.
All right, we might do a couple episodes of Unreal as a special Tuesday HMG After Dark on the 20th. Whoop, whoop.
Good time to interrupt things. And now here's Ray Phoenix with nothing stopping him from teaching Trick a lesson.
Let's not forget, Trick really mixed it up with Sami Zayn too
That's
last
right.
week. Wasted no time stirring up trouble here on the Smackdown roster. Trick Williams got big plans to move to the top in a hurry. There's one way to shortcut your way to the top.
The athleticism from Phoenix.
Absolutely no
Look at that.
giving confidence for Trick Williams. Although
Look at a pinning combination from Phoenix. Right back to it is Trick Williams.
Trick Williams has been utterly dominant in NXT, but new questions being asked.
Oh,
Smackdown.
the skill of Phoenix. And Williams just gets that shoulder up.
This is often a surprise for top players from NXT who step up to this new level. Suddenly realize they've got to pick up their pace somewhat, pick up their skill set, or they're going to be caught cold by the likes of Ray Phoenix.
By the way, if you're new to seeing Trick Williams, he comes with that big trick kick, that big spinning kick. It is so impactful. He tried to deliver it just moments ago.
Multiple-time NXT champ, he's a TNA champ, and that move you mentioned there, that's part of the reason why this guy is so devastating. He has charisma for days, the kind of guy who posters were made for.
The impact of that, Ray Phoenix.
Oh, massive power game with Trick Williams. Don't be fooled by this incredible movement on the mat. Absolute powerhouse heavyweight.
But then there's this, the sensational luchador. Ray Phoenix, the body control, the balance. Oh, wow. And a springboard missile drop kick.
Once again, the kind of movement that Trick Williams just hasn't had to face thus far in his career, and is now starting to dawn on Trick Williams that he is perhaps in deeper water than he thought.
They love aero engineering here in Germany. He faked him out.
Yeah, they like a lot of stuff over there in Germany, pal.
And there it is. Back into the ring.
Larry connected straight to the jaw of Ray Phoenix.
Right to the cover.
Just as Phoenix was hitting top gear and completely poleaxing the Lucha superstar.
But to have the speed to go from on the floor to in the ring like that. Seen a great display of athleticism from Trick Williams. A tricky two times from Mr. Whoop-That. You choose your nickname with Trick. Finish it off. Ray Phoenix.
Trick Williams, the kind of guy from NXT who you thought had the opportunity to debut probably over a year ago here on Smackdown or indeed Raw. Continued the maturation process, continued developing it, and he is so much more well-rounded for it. And now Ray Phoenix is in a whole world of trouble thanks to this skill set of Trick Williams.
Right to the steel steps. See Phoenix bravely trying to fight his way out of that position.
Whoop, whoop.
He's a bit of a misnomer with Ray Phoenix. People think once you take the movement away from him, he's going to be easy to beat. This man is all tough. They're getting the stuffing knocked out of him now by Trick Williams.
Arena.
Hey, what's up, Mile High? Good to see you, pal. Yes, we know it did, but we're still doing the replay watch along. During your usual time because we usually do our watch along. So yeah, we're not really changing that. But hey, good to see you. Hope all is well. Yeet yeet. All right, one sec. I gotta go check on some stuff real quick here with the house stuff with the refrigerator and freezer. Be right back. Whoop, whoop. All right, and back. Sorry about that. Whoop, whoop.
Williams never bashful about boasting of his measurables. Now here's Phoenix up top. Oh, the legs went up from Trick.
Oh, bullseye right on the jaw. Brilliant. What eye coordination.
This is what he does best. Oh, but somehow Phoenix survives it.
Spinning bomb kick there. All of that momentum catching the jaw of Phoenix, but way up.
Lucky for Williams. Can this put it away? Hey, Phoenix refusing to give away the offensive weaponry of Trick Williams.
Well, first of all, with all that momentum, that spinning 360 pop kick, followed by this modified bullhead, connecting hard on the back of the head of Ray Phoenix. It wasn't enough, and there was a look of panic in the eyes of Trick Williams after that, who thought he'd done enough to get over the line. What else do you have in your arsenal, Trick Williams?
Ray gets out of the way in the corner. He got tripped up.
Didn't quite get the shot on Trick Williams that he wanted, but Trick Williams is all over the place at this point.
Man, I pray no one ever has to deal with what we had to go through. We had to throw out we legit had to throw out so much food because it went bad because the refrigerator freezer went out.
Right now, Ray Phoenix has to capitalize and finish the job.
It's giving him a heck of a lot to deal with. Phoenix looking to deliver more. Look at how quickly he gets up there.
And then preserve what we could,
That adios amigos kick.
which we're going to definitely be burning through this weekend.
Looking to put this away. Nice left step. Williams over by Phoenix. Back and forth they go. Oh, and he does it.
Trick Williams over Ray Phoenix. Whoop, whoop. That Tricky Williams.
Full of tights to get the job done, but the speed of thought of Trick Williams was pivotal here. Catching the flying Ray Phoenix and quickly reversing the hit. But this re-reverse and a handful of tights.
Give me a handful of tights, pal. Good heel finish. That's always a good heel finish. Handful of tights.
But they're clearly backing up when the bell rings. Hats off to you, Trick Williams.
Trick Williams continues.
Joe Ray, thank you so much. I'm currently standing by with the new Women's United States.
Dude, here's one thing I'll never forget. This is during during my indie days with my main home promotion during that time, where I was wrestling this one dude, and as the heel, I went over him hooking the tights. And then when we came back on the next show in that same venue in front of that same crowd, me and him again. We also had the same ref. So I'm like, hey, what if we try to do a repeat of the finish? The ref catches me holding the tights. He waves it off. I argue with him, and then I turn around into your finisher, and you go over. And that's what we did. Crowd popped, and dude, here's one thing I'll never forget. This is probably one of the best compliments I ever got in the wrestling business. Was when Delirious had done a seminar the day before, and he was at this show backstage, watching all the matches and giving critiques. And then when we came to the back for ours, and we talked to Delirious, we were like, hey, so what'd you think? And he's like, you guys kind of fooled me. I thought the hand on the tights was going to be the finish, and then you swerved me with the ref catching it and then walking into the babyface's finish. Which I told him, yeah, that was actually the finish last month. We're playing off of that and continuing from that.
It's Thursday, April 16th, to Monday the 20th. It's at the Las Vegas Convention Center, the South Hall. This is how
dude, I have no problem saying when I was wrestling, I was a great fucking heel. I thought I was a great fucking heel. I knew how to work the crowd. I knew how to bump, sell, make the babyface look good while controlling the pace of the match, and just setting and just making sure like that and whatnot. That was a Dynamo Pro Wrestling out of St. Louis, Missouri.
We are here in Germany. The last time WWE was broadcast from this city was Bash in Berlin in 2024. Gunther would survive a war of a match defending against Randy Orton. Speaking of incredible main events, last week on Smackdown, that's one we'll never forget. First time ever on Friday night, and only the 7th time in the history of WWE.
But it's been so long, I forgot like when that happened. Whoop whoop.
Wow, Damian, that was a heck of a way to kick down the door to a new year.
So I'm assuming this means the end of the Damian Priest and Aleister Black feud, which is a good thing for both guys. Like, they both need to move on into something else.
Before the evidence match, he won some battles, but I won some too. And in the end, I won the war. So what's next? Well, I see a lot of guys out here calling their shots on the WWE Championship. I want to join that party because I know that road will possibly lead me to.
Yes, sir. Give me MTZ Martinez. Whoop whoop. Dude, I know those boots are still in my house. I might go look for those. I might go look for those during a match.
Maybe you're right. Tonight, you become champ. Possibility. But if that happens, maybe you and I get to go another round. Remind the world what happened to your brains, how they got scrambled the last time you and I were in the ring together.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's right. Damian Priest cashed in on Drew McIntyre and took the World Heavyweight title from him. I forgot about that.
Would you care to share with us what's on your mind as you prepare for battle inside 3 stages of hell?
Emotions are high, Byron. I mean, not my emotions. Cody's are high. See what happened last week?
It might be
Everybody held him back.
potentially, but it's been a long time since I went there. Like that, like literally, that was the. Here's how good those boots were. Only pair I ever needed.
When he sees that I've got this. That's the very watch that Dusty had to pawn when he blew the family fortune to pay for Cody's future. I can tell you Cody's future. He's going to get disqualified in the first fall. And all I need is one more fall. So that finally.
I think it is the same website yet. MTZwear.com. Whoop whoop. Wow, really? Damn. Wow. Shit, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Wow, yeah, that was definitely not the experience I got. I'm sorry you had that.
It's funny, the second you get an opportunity for yourself, Charlotte is nowhere to be found.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. The second it was about you, Charlotte did not like it. She had to make it about herself.
I think you're saying that because that's something you would do. Word of advice from someone who's been there: drop this one before she brings you down. No, excuse me, I have a match.
Incredibly rude. She's wrong. Don't listen to her.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's United States Championship.
I think we're still at 3 belts right now.
Accompanied by Kiana James from Tokyo, Japan. She is the Women's United States Champion, Julia. The second reign for Julia of the United States Championship. Never been a WWE broadcast title change from the ring in Germany. Maybe that format changes. Alexa Bliss going after that newly acquired U.S. Championship. Former German soccer star Zinni Friyay is here, born and raised right here in Berlin. And since leaving the pitch, he's a content creator, a massive influencer, and passionate, as you can see, very passionate WWE fan. Well, the first title defense.
I'm sorry to hear that, but
the women's U.S. champion has arrived. That is truly.
man, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, we need. Yeah, wrestling business needs more of that. Those boot makers, the costume makers.
Wait, we're not used to seeing this recently, and that is no Charlotte Flair by the side of Alexa Bliss. You've heard the phone call Charlotte under the weather today. So many are dealing with this. Super flu.
Is she under the weather?
Whoop whoop.
It's not what Nia Jax and Lash Legend seem to be.
Everybody's sick.
Days, well, you're not sick. I'm not sick. Alexa Bliss is not sick. Perhaps Charlotte's not sick. At least according to
Your
Nia.
mind's great.
No.
It really does.
Okay, let's say for
You
example.
know, like Charlotte Flair wants to come, but when Charlotte Flair returned down the opportunity.
Oh, damn nice.
Win tag gold, but your tag gold says, no, I'm going to go singles for this week and try and win singles gold, and then perhaps Charlotte Flair thinks, you know what, I'll have a little protest illness. I'm just throwing it out there, Joe.
There's so much conspiracy theory.
No. You can't rule it.
Yeah, like having those guys who can make the gear and make the boots and make the costumes and whatnot. Man, those are some of the big time unsung heroes in the wrestling business.
Let's focus on a really, really good match in front of us right here.
So I'm interested in the fact that this is Julia's second reign now with the United States Championship after winning it back last week. Now, I know from speaking to Julia that she is intent on making this reign a lot more impactful than the first.
Oh, that's true. That's for sure.
You can just see the way she was speaking at the camera a little earlier. It's a different side to Julia that's come out. There's more confidence.
Oh yeah, those three are money. Absolutely. I could definitely see Kerry Morton, Shane Mercer, and Caleb Conley at some point getting signed. It's a matter of when, not if. Yeah. Whoop whoop, indeed. Indeed, Hammer. Like they're more like I would put them in the same level as I would Jim Johnston. Like they contribute so much to the dressing and presentation of the wrestlers, but they don't get their due. They don't really get the credit that I really think they should. Those unsung heroes. Whoop whoop. Cheers, genitals. Yeet.
Representative of Julia, and finally, maybe stemming the tide in this one, Alexa Bliss.
Oh, Bliss now up on the apron. Oh, she does damage to the outside. Alexa Bliss, and she's the United States Championship.
All right, hang on. Doggo wants in. Be right back. 1 sec.
weather here.
All right, back. Sorry about that.
Spreading like wildfire, and you're blaming her for being sick.
More than anyone, I'm questioning if she is sick.
Dude, that's awesome, lad, Brad. Whoop, whoop. Very nice.
Quick fancy action here. United States Women's Championship. Julia looking to defend against Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss without Charlotte Flair. Not feeling well here on this Friday. Kiana James, meanwhile, has played a pretty big role early on here, Wade.
Yeah, Bliss has really struggled in pretty much the entirety of this match, save for a couple of flurries. And really, it's been Kiana James who once again behind the referee's back. And you're counting, that's 3 times now she's intervened on behalf of her client, Julia. And how devastating.
Dude, how about this? How about this for a tag match? Kerry Morton and Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio and Ricky Morton. And and Kerry and Dominic grab a third. And then they get Robert Gibson to be the third for Kerry or Ricky and Rey.
Haven't seen this and she hit that cannonball off the apron, but now here in the center of the ring, Bliss is right back into this. Hit by the drop kick, and she can feel it.
Come on, man. Rey Mysterio on the Rock and Roll Express. Come on, pal.
That's the frustration now starting to come to the board. She knew she had all of the momentum. Struck expertly, but wasn't enough to put Julia away.
I would think it'd be Rey and Rock and Roll. Because they'd be the best at it out of the 6. And plus other baby faces.
And then shoulders down in an instant.
Nice reflex. Cruiser.
An arrivederci knee from Julia. It sets up everything that she wants to do, including this. Great counter by Bliss just to get free. Oh! Sister Abigail DDT is lined up. What in the world? Kiana James up on the apron, having to be dealt with. And she is.
Now unceremoniously dumped into the ring. Referee Charles Robinson desperately trying to get Kiana James out of the ring. But looking for the kill shot now. And the Race out.
She could have been a twisted Bliss away, but instead it's Lash Legend shoving her.
Get me Lash Legend, pal.
Meanwhile, Julia of Northern Lights, and to put it away, defends. Lash Legend.
And Julia over. Whoop, whoop. That will never get old. Daddy said sail. Get me Lash and Nia, pal.
One way to rearrange somebody's jaw. 2 powerhouse women. Absolutely merciless.
Jordan, you have made the right decision. It is a great pleasure that I officially welcome you to Smackdown.
Thank you so much, Nick. I'm excited to show you this.
Why are you wasting your time with, huh? An almost final United States Women's Champion? I demand a free.
She has 4 belts.
I'm going to reserve 2 terms. Well, be that as it may, I'm actually in the middle of something, Chelsea.
Okay, doing what? You had time to give small Alexa Bliss a time.
Well, as you must know, I'm officially signing Jordan Grace to Smackdown, so feel free to be the first to welcome her.
How is that important to me? I'm sorry, we're talking about my rematch.
It's exactly what I was talking about before, Nick. How I'm not going to be a diva like some of the other women on the Smackdown roster.
Why don't you watch your mouth and fetch your tone when you're talking about Chelsea?
Why don't you make me?
Oh, I will happily make you.
Okay, ladies. Well, you just gave me a great idea because I was looking for a first opponent for Jordan Grace. And Albert looks.
So Jordan Grace now officially signed to SmackDown, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, but now what about me?
Oh, yeah, you can help Albert get ready for her match with Jordan Grace.
Oh, insufferable, even in German. Oh,
Yes.
The toxicity on Smackdown, it continues to grow. So it was concerning to me when I didn't know who my opponent was last week. I checked the tooth. Look at my... Look, Nick! Matt Cardona is the embodiment of toxic masculinity. So please, what are you going to do about it?
Those are some valid points. You can't just hold that thought.
You shut the door on me. You shut the door. You are toxic!
Oh, from superstar debuts to a superstar who is now officially back in WWE after a 5-year absence, Matt Cardona. Matt, how does it feel to officially be back home?
It's almost been 6 years. 6 years. It feels great to be back. When I first left, I had 3 options. 1, be negative, be bitter, feel sorry for myself, and fade your obscurity. 2, I could just...
Yes, there we go. Sexy Diva She-Hulk, pal. Yes.
Bust my ass, do whatever it takes to get back to WWE. There he is.
I think that's
Big match tonight. Got
5 belts now?
the best time to bring it up. I'm not just back. I'm back. Came back. Win that championship. Well, when I'm done with Drew, we'll talk. See ya. Good luck.
Done with Drew, that is the key. Drew McIntyre's done everything in recent weeks to try to get Cody Rhodes to strike to see if Cody will snap all the personal taunts, the attacks. Now there's no turning back. 3 stages.
Or am I tripping?
It is coming up. It'll be 1 hour commercial.
Damn, I lost count. I'm sorry, guys.
Smackdown for the undisputed WWE
Let me go back to .net real quick.
Coming up next. Recently, we saw an all-out brawl. Uncle Howdy and Solo Sikoa have had a lot to lay out there. Now the families fight.
Okay, we're still at 4. We are still at 4.
The Wyatt 6, the MFTs next.
You're a CEO ready to scale, but focusing on the big picture feels impossible. That's why Vistage exists. Join around a dozen trusted peers to tackle challenges and gain fresh insights. Elevate your leadership and your life. Learn more at Vistage.com.
All right, that's the end of part 1. Go to part 2 now. 1 sec. Ad break, unfortunately. Play, motherfucker. What the fuck? All right, there we go.
You're a CEO ready to scale, but focusing on the big picture feels impossible. That's why Vistage exists. Join around a dozen trusted peers to tackle challenges and gain fresh insights.
Whoop, whoop.
Elevate your leadership and your life. Learn more at Vistage.com.
Yeah, I am the type of dude who I will cuss at inanimate objects when I'm pissed off at them for not working.
Drew, that is the key. Drew McIntyre's done everything in recent weeks to try to get Cody Rhodes to strike to see if.
All right, part 2 is get it. Whoop, whoop.
Now there's no turning back. 3 stages. It is coming up. It'll be 1 hour commercial free to finish off Smackdown for the undisputed WWE Championship. Coming up next. Recently, we saw an all-out brawl. Uncle Howdy and Solo Sikoa have had a. Now the families fight. 8-man tag team match. The Wyatt 6, the MFTs next. 4 times in modern history, there's been a state and no way out in 2001. A championship has been at stake 3 times in this match type. Armageddon 2002, Triple H defeated Shawn Michaels to win the World Heavyweight title. In fact, Triple H has competed in the most 3 stages of hell matches. 3 times the Kane has been in one, won 2 of them. This will be the first time 3 stages of hell takes place outside of North America. John Cena in 2013. Payback was the last win of 3 stages of hell match. And it is coming your way tonight. It is Cody and Drew. 3 stages of hell for the Meanwhile, the war of words between Uncle Howdy and Solo.
Dude, that match, I'll never forget that match at No Way Out 2001 between Stone Cold and Triple H.
They have plenty to settle tonight.
Tremendous match. Absolutely tremendous match. Was the foundation of 3 Stages of Hell.
Did you all forget? MFT's boy, Smackdown.
Man, Bo Dallas, he's looking so much like his brother that it's starting to get hard to tell the difference between Bo Dallas / Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. It's getting difficult. 2001. I will never ever forget that. I watched that match live. I remember watching that match live. I'll never forget it. That finish was such a great finish. Both Stone Cold and Triple H have weapons, hit each other on the head at the same time, fall to the mat at the same time. It's just Triple H happens to get lucky, and the way he falls lands on Austin for the 1, 2, 3. Three stages of hell, 3 stages of hell, 3 stages of hell, 3 stages of hell, 3 stages of hell. Stone Cold and Triple H. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, the first fall was a regular match. The second fall was a street fight, and the third fall was a cage match. No Way Out, 2001.
Inevitably will be causing havoc on the outside of the ring. And Wayne Solo was very pointed, calling out the Wyatt Six, saying that Uncle Howdy walks around here preaching about family, but in reality, he doesn't even have one. He just runs around with a bunch of men that hide behind their masks. So the Wyatt Six's secret weapon since inception has been the intimidation factor. Said it best, the MFTs do not run from fear, they create fear. So if they are not intimidated by the Wyatt Six, how on earth do the Wyatt Six stop this quintet?
Whoop whoop, Point Zane, yeah, pal.
The leader in Solo Sikoa. Question remains, who is going to be doing battle tonight? The size of that group, and the sheer size.
Whoop whoop. Dude, how fun was that Carnival of Carnage match between the Wyatt Six and the Psycho Circus and AAA? Why are they not doing more of that stuff on WWE programming? More of that crossover stuff.
That famed lantern of the Wyatt Six, in many ways their spiritual beacon, as the Fireflies showing out here in Germany. Here we go, a 8-man tag team match. Battle of family versus family. The Wyatt Six and the MFTs.
I mean, yeah, I know it does cost money, but it's like it's not like they have a shortage of it.
You mentioned earlier the sheer mass of this This MFT family is something to behold. There's a real size in the Wyatt 6 too, but it simply cannot compete with this power of the MFTs.
Like, spend that money. Spend that money. Make your product better.
This is smart. This is the tag champs here working together. Casey and Lucas. Exactly what you want in an 8-man tag situation. Get your tag specialists in there early to give you the advantage.
That's on the double team work that they are known for, Casey and Lucas. They are always synchronized. Big boot as that takes care of action against Tamatanga.
Tamatanga lower on the floor. Also former tag champs here in WWE. Although things not coming.
Oh man! What a great start for the Wyatt 6.
Casey and Lucas sacrificing their bodies for pursuit of victory, and now a standoff. Explosive situation here.
Yes, absolutely. That ROI is everything. The money you spend doesn't matter as long as you get a return on that investment. All is good.
As Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis went flying to the outside against Tamatanga and Tongaloa.
Complete control.
Like, for example, if I'm spending money on the production for a match, a production props set up for a match like the Carnival of Carnage, and everybody's talking about how they loved it and thought it was great, they want to see more of that. Okay, that was a good return on investment. That means we need to do more of that. Dude, did it really? Damn, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. All right, I have to ask now, when did you order from them? So I think I ordered around 2011, 2012. Oof.
With a Wyatt 6, but nowhere near a tag at this point. Seemingly getting further and further away from the possibility of a tag is Joe Gacy. See the height that elbow drop down from. Now here comes the win.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Hey, what's up, Blue? Whoop whoop. Always good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Yeet yeet.
Two very different philosophies between these two separate families in inverted commas. Both looking to completely dominate the landscape here.
Yeah, I know. I get it. That whole corporate mindset of, oh, if we can spend less on production and quality of our product and buku it up everywhere else, so yeah, then what's the point? Which is, like, in my opinion, at least if that's what they're thinking, that's kind of backwards ass thing, because it's like, if you put the money in the product and the quality of your product, you're going to get way more of a return on that investment than anything else, because people are going to be invested in the product to invest in that and in you, and you're going to get that back. Like that, I don't get how they don't get that. I should say, when I say they're going to invest in the product, I should say the customers, the fans. That's what I meant. I should have clarified that. That's my bad.
And it is all going the way of the MFTs at this point. And you mentioned all the chaos and brawls that have gone on between these two groups. I'm surprised there's only one referee.
Because if you the producer of the product, are kind of showing you don't care. You don't care about the product. You're just gonna throw whatever out there and expect them to bite. Expect the consumer base to bite for it. Well, consumers are gonna be like, well, if you don't care, why should we care?
About 2 feet away, might as well have been a million miles away. Tamatanga winning this tug of war, but also inches away from a tag. Can he get it? It's a tag tug of war. Both big men are in the corner still.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. Like, I definitely, like, I always keep that corporate mindset in the back of my head. Even though I don't agree with it, I still get it, understand it, and try to try to put myself in their shoes and to understand how and what they're thinking and why they're thinking the things they're thinking. And in some ways, I got no problem saying this because, you know, it's not black and white. Like, things are gray. Corporate, when it comes to a corporate mindset, it gets some things right. It gets some things wrong. It's just the way it is.
Center of the ring, towing the line, right hand after right hand. Well, giants on giants action. Talatonga's headbutt sends Eric Rowan down to his knees. Tala has Rowan on high. Rowan has Tala on size.
How apropos you bust out that reference when Mike Rotunda's son is ringside. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, get me LG Wall Street, pal.
Dexter Loomis trying to chop down the big man, but instead, a choke slam from nearly the rafters here at Uber Arena.
They have just broken the world record for the highest choke slam in history.
Wow, double clothesline, and both big men are down. Rowan's down, Tala's down. MFT's Wyatt 6 8-man tag team match.
Wow, that was absolutely spectacular. Referee lost all control. The only reason it's come back is because the two giants are down, and now Howdy wants it, Solo wants it, the leaders are going to show down.
Or I should say in the match. I apologize. Not ringside, in the match.
That Solo's been searching since being exiled from his own actual bloodline, and here they go. Uncle Howdy and Solo Sikoa.
There's a couple of old-fashioned sluggers in there, heavyweight style.
Oh, Howdy's in. He's going for a spike.
Get me Money Inc., pal. Oh shit! And then, yeah. Then all of a sudden, the DiBiase name gets involved, and it's like, oh yeah, that fraud in Mississippi, allegedly. Even though one son pled guilty.
Oh, he's got the lantern.
That lantern that is the guiding light of the Wyatt 6.
Everybody knows we said earlier, the spiritual beacon for them. Meanwhile, big kick breaks up.
Son of a tax man doesn't quite hit like the son of a plumber does.
The cutthroat, that running elbow from Talatonga.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa and
MFT's over. Whoop, whoop.
Uncle Howdy had this match won until Solo Sikoa played some mind games of his own, grabbing that lantern, the symbol of the original Firefly, Bray Wyatt. And what did that do to the mind of Uncle Howdy? Because it was downhill from there for the Wyatt 6. And surely it was this connection to the jaw of Uncle Howdy got him down for good. What a victory for the MFTs, who are now apparently leaving with the spoils of war, namely the Wyatt 6's lantern.
You can see Uncle Howdy reaching out.
Oh wait, so we're at 6 belts now. 6 belts. We are now at 6 belts.
8-man tag team match goes to the MFTs at Cutthroat from Tamatanga.
There he is. What's up? I'll tell you what's up. I just talked to Nick Aldis. We figured out a way for me to get a WWE title opportunity. So when I win that and accept your open challenge, I'll become a 3-time Grand Slam champ. Did you not see Randy Orton cheap shot me tonight? Did you not see that? I can barely move my neck to the left. Okay, you know what? There's always next week. Isn't that right, Randy? Good character, man. If you need another week to prepare, just say that. See you later, champ. Give it. I'll holler at you for a second. Last week, I said like I said I was going to do. I'm a man of my word. I'm about to host an open challenge. Be an honor to accept it from me. Listen, Chip. Okay, we will fight again at a different time and a different place. I'm actually on my way to talk to Nick
all this about something different. I'm sorry.
Nick, pardon me.
Pledge your allegiance.
Yes! Oh, do not. Oh, yes! European patriots, stand up and show your respect.
Why would German citizens even consider that?
They're patriots. You're not Mojo Cast. You can stay seated.
Welcome to this skippable one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the Triple A Mixed Tag Team Champion, Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
Alba Fire's entrance, and she still makes it about herself.
Give me Alba Fire, pal. AOF. Alba on fire. Against Jordan Grace for her Jordan Grace's Smackdown debut. All right, while they're doing a video package on Obafemi, which I should probably watch. Because I'm assuming this means Obafemi's getting called to the main roster, so they're trying to set the table for him.
Did you see Obafemi the other night? Was so impressive. And now it'll be a new
come on. Come on, ring announcer. You can do a little bit better than that. You could put a little bit more in that.
on NXT every Tuesday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central on the CW.
Oh, yeah, dude. OG Mike Rotunda was the man, pal. Whoop, whoop. Like, seriously, if anybody has a chance, go back and watch some of the old Mike Rotunda stuff from back in the day. That dude was awesome. All right, while Jordan Grace is making her entrance.
It was a talent acquisition won by Smackdown GM Nick Aldis. Great pickup. This is a powerlifter, holds a bunch of records.
Yeah, I miss Laurel Van Ness too. Whoop, whoop. But there is a little bit of Laurel Van Ness in here because, in her theme song, she called herself a hot mess. All right, Smoky Toki time. Be right back. Whoop, whoop. I am back. Sorry about that.
My money's on Cody. No matter who walks out as champion, they need to know I'm waiting on the other side.
Thank you, Sarah.
There is Drew McIntyre, and you know what awaits? 3 stages of hell for the undisputed.
Yeah. Give me Varsity Club Mike Rotunda, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Who came up with the stipulation? He said, "You know what we're gonna do? First stage, a regular."
And then that's one of the craziest booking creative decisions I've ever seen. So the Varsity Club breaks up, and then Captain Mike becomes Captain Mike of a boat.
Commercial-free final hour of Smackdown is moments away.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. There's a heel champion, a heel secondary women's champion who would have been great for Grace to be introduced against. How about Grace and Julia, pal, instead of sacrificing Chelsea Green?
Wait, I think it's the best version of Emma we've seen. No doubt about it. This is a guy who has scratched and clawed to get over the line and win.
Which, ironically, they said they would have had a sacrifice because they would have had taken the belt off of Chelsea Green, put it on Julia, and then have her feud with a debuting Jordan Grace.
Long-standing tradition of the Open Challenge. So who's going to take on Emma? We find out next from here in Berlin, Germany.
Yeah, pal. Yes, I could. Yeah. Mike Rotunda's background, he was the OG Kurt Angle. The only difference was he was a legit collegiate wrestler. He just never won a gold medal. That was really the only difference between Rotunda and Kurt Angle.
Hey, did you catch this week? Cam Scatterboo, the New York Giants losing running back and WWE Superfan. He put this out there, he's screaming. And what's he doing? Well, he's enjoying recovering this offseason, playing a little creative. In the midst of this screaming by Cam Scatterboo, playing 2K25. Hysterical. Scat.
Yo, what's up, amigo? Bro, why don't you got your gear on, bro? Weather's out there right now. I know Johnny didn't make it overseas, but I figured I'd race you up. Wait, how'd you get the
What the hell's going on there?
Okay, Swerve, it's Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano was the first to walk into the ring against the U.S. champion, Carmelo Hayes. Hayes brilliant with his full arsenal of offense on display for that win.
Point Zane, whoop whoop.
In the early reign of Mello. Who's it gonna be? You want it? Let's go, Wade. Love it.
Oh, dude, Hammer, you and Eric Watts having a conversation, that's gold. That would be entertainment gold right there.
The King of Strong Style. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, I think he called his friend a jack. I mean, didn't he call his friend? Didn't that dude he jump call his friend a jackass? You know, like Marty McFly getting called a chicken pal, like it's Back to the Future.
loves it. Absolutely loves it. This was the intent of the Open Challenge. I mean, the last time we saw Shin, as you see the U.S. Championship on the line, was in that Survivor Series style elimination match the night before out there in San Diego. He was standing Ray Phoenix back then, and now here he is fighting again for the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, Melo's got his game face on. You would think he loves it based on that. I don't think he does. I think this is not somebody he wanted answering. I'm going to answer that challenge sooner or later. I'm going to take on Carmelo Hayes. I'm going to get my skills ready to beat a high flyer like a Carmelo Hayes. Advantage challenge.
Yeah, I love me some Shinsuke too. In fact, no joke, I actually took a little bit when I actively wrestled. I took some of my character from him, from some of his not like late 2000s, early 2010s character. No joke. When I walked to the ring, I watched like his entrance and how he would do the whole little, thing on the way to the ring where he'd do the shimmy and then shake his hands. I stole that from him. Yeah, and when you think he's gone, he shows right back up, pal.
I'll tell you right now, I like the way he brought up Carmelo Hayes' movement. For me, since he arrived in NXT, he is perhaps the greatest mover of his generation. And now he's putting all the pieces together to win gold at the very, very top level here. This guy's movement is governed by a different set of rules to the rest of us. I think Melo was thrown by the Ice Fight drive bar.
Whoop, whoop.
Back and forth he goes, shoulders down. Right back to it is Nakamura.
There's always likely to be something of a chess game at points, and winning that chess game now is Shinsuke Nakamura just a step ahead of this elite mover that is Carmelo Hayes. Hayes getting outthought at this point.
Oh, just driving down that left knee.
I could see it happening. I could totally see it happening. Yeah, Takashita being like Nakamura Jr. I totally see that. In fact, I could see him going I could see him taking taking that and going even further with it.
Zero game plan on behalf of Carmelo Hayes, whereas Shinsuke Nakamura has his path to goal completely mapped out in his mind at least.
So not only the great unknown with the Open Challenge, but then you added the quality of opponent. And when you get somebody as talented and experienced as Shinsuke Nakamura, obviously it's difficult.
I think it's proven incredibly difficult at this point, and now it's getting to the point where Carmelo's starting to get dominated here. There's very little going back in the opposite direction over the past couple of minutes at least, and now really trying to seize that momentum and capitalize on the progress he's made in the early goings here is Nakamura. Oh, wow.
Caving in that sternum.
You mentioned it earlier, the big smile on the face of Carmelo Hayes when Shinsuke Nakamura came out here. It's fully gone now, hasn't it? It's a grimace. It's a wide-eyed stare. Perhaps a hint of panic in the eyes of the champ because Nakamura's getting the job done.
Moments ago, Shinsuke Nakamura landed a massive kick to the chest on Carmelo Hayes. This is United States champion. Open challenge as Carmelo Hayes defended last week against Johnny Gargano. Of course, he earned the title with a thrilling win over Ilya Dragunov, who kept the honor of the Open Challenge tradition. But this is a lot to ask. The consecutive weeks and taking out somebody as skilled and experienced as Nakamura.
Man, so I didn't find out how impactful and even though this dude never got his flowers, but like the influence and mark that he made in the business, that I never found out until recently. And I met him. It was just one random night I happened to meet this dude. Y'all ever heard of a wrestler by the name of Mickey Doyle? The late, great Mickey Doyle. There was the one time I wrestled in Milwaukee, he happened to show up backstage and he was there hanging out. You know, introduced myself to him, said, hey, you know, nice to meet you. And then me and some of the other boys and Mickey, we all stepped outside and we passed the blunt around.
Meanwhile, that left leg is a concern.
And I'd listen to him talk. It was there was a lot that night. I later found out that he actually was very influential. Hey, yo! Oh, yeah, definitely an old school cat. From what I later read, I believe Mickey Doyle actually trained Scott D'Amore. Mr. Moniker's needed. Get 3 in the house. Let's talk about it. Get me past the Dutchie on the left-hand side, Jones Pal. Whoop, whoop. Always good to see you, Todd. Hope all is well. Happy Friyay. Whoop, whoop.
He's trying to fight his way out of this. He's trying with everything he has. Carmelo Hayes, that left leg has been badly damaged. It's very obvious. It started with a massive kick. There were dragon screws. There was the attack on the outside. Right back to the leg. Another dragon screw. Time and again, that's been the target.
I mean this respectfully. The offense from Melo of late has been flimsy. He's throwing stuff, but it's like a man punching out the wind. It's barely enough to keep the head. And Carmelo Hayes, the current United States champion, is in a world of trouble at this point. Perfection.
Trying to win a U.S. championship for the 4th separate time. Hasn't happened since John Cena did it in 2015. He's in complete control, but Melo grabs that kick. You can see him even favoring the leg as he stood up, but can he dig deep here?
A little payback there on Nakamura. One shot, but one shot's not going to do it. It needs a flurry, and that flurry is incoming now from Carmelo Hayes, who seems to have found a second win.
Oh, even the way he landed rolling off of the back of Shinsuke was concerning.
The movement's still there. It's just a bit slower than normal, but can stay on the top.
Lateral press isn't going to get it done. Easy kick out by Nakamura.
And this is really Carmelo Hayes just buying himself a little time to get some mental clarity, to get some feeling back in that beat-up leg and try and navigate a path through to victory here. But these are desperate times. Make no mistake, it's straight back into the firefight. With Shinsuke Nakamura shrugging off that offense from Melo. Once again, going for that leg. That's another dragon screw attempt. Melo wants none of that.
And Melo knows enough that he can't afford that right now. How about this from Melo? Finding a way off the ropes. And still reaching for that left leg. Trying to defend. That is the scene here at the arena. High above for this match.
Yeah, where's AJ Styles, pal?
Carmelo Hayes are down in the midst of this United States Championship match, the open challenge that Nakamura took advantage of.
Well, open challenges are not conducive to long championship reigns, but we get moments and matches like this one, and that is a viewer I'm so thankful for it, because this has been an absolute barn burner. And once again, left knee of Carmelo Hayes.
That's actually the first I've heard about it.
Regardless of the result, and maybe more than that.
I've never personally heard it.
Oh, spinning out there, Joe. And a boot to the back of the head of Shinsuke Nakamura once again. A little bit of rest.
But now that I know that it's out there, I gotta go check that out. Whoop.
We certainly need that. And again, referee Charles Robinson taking a very close look at the champ, asking, do you want to continue? Of course, Melo is not going to give up easy.
Can he continue on the way he used to? Continuing on.
Well, that's an absolute no.
That is a possibility I could see happening. That's definitely a possibility I could see happening. AJ being a special appearance for TNA debuting on AMC. I could definitely see it happening, especially as it's a live show. 118, thank you. That makes it easier to find it. Whoop, whoop.
You're trying to fire yourself up here, Carmelo. You're simply falling into the trap of Shinsuke Nakamura. Two men just bats and bones at this point, barely able to stand up, but you have to say, you're backing anyone here, it would be Nakamura, but the fight clearly still inside Carmelo Hayes. Looks easy and then drops him. Everything they're giving. He's trying to break the spirit of one another. Yeah, I'm fresh. Yeah, I feel good, Carmelo. How about you? I know you can't even.
Oh shit! Did they announce it?
Another shot to that knee for good measure, pal. How badly do you want to cling onto the goal, Carmelo Hayes? How badly do you want to be able to walk for the rest of this year?
Dude, I must have missed that then. Well, thank you for giving me that heads up. Dude, yeah, man. AJ Styles, he's one of those one-of-a-kind guys. Like, he's one of those once-in-a-lifetime workers.
High above our ring of the United States Championship match. A year ago, Shinsuke Nakamura was the U.S. champion. His reign not as active, perhaps as some would like, but he has reset himself. He has come back and he has accepted this opportunity, going out there in the open challenge put forth by Carmelo Hayes as the newly minted United States champion, deep in the water of what has been a strong match. The big story has been the left leg of Carmelo Hayes taking damage from Nakamura.
You offer up these open challenges, you never know what threat is coming your way, and right now the threat has been huge from Nakamura. And Nakamura might be about to end this thing, going for something big, avalanche style off the top rope, but Carmelo Hayes sensing danger, scrambling his way out of there.
Carmelo, remember that leg is in trouble, and now he's draped, hanging down.
Okay, I missed that announcement. That's my bad.
Completely open to the elements, and more importantly, the strikes of this precision punisher. Oh! Well, the abs came to the fore at the right moment there for Carmelo Hayes.
Okay, I totally missed that official announcement of AJ Styles appearing on the Thursday night debut. Whoop, whoop.
Are you kidding me? Melo, out onto the floor.
Putting your body on the line in pursuit of victory, knowing full well how much that landing was going to hurt himself. Put it on the line to take down the challenger Nakamura, who is now in the drop zone. And what can Carmelo Hayes do about it?
Look at how much he's struggling, but gritting it out, trying to shake out that left leg. Just a foot misses on the frog splash.
And that was knees first. That was not a flat frog splash. That was and capitalizing with a knee bar now is the jiu-jitsu expert that is Shinsuke Nakamura.
That's the end of part 2. 1 second, gonna start part 3.
But focusing on the big picture feels impossible.
Got an ad break here. Yes, AJ should be in the GOAT conversation. Like, I would definitely put AJ, when it comes to top wrestlers of all time, AJ Styles is in my top 25.
You can hear him saying, Charles, and right back to that left leg.
That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, who are the good bootmakers out there?
Carmelo Hayes going on reflexes, but immediately back on top is Nakamura.
And Nakamura
turn that into a however, what a nice
Okay, so yeah, that head has come out today then.
what Nakamura does best. Kick to the jaw doing a full 360 for Carmelo Hayes, and here's another fight of the Jerry.
Unfortunately, selling continues to become an increasingly lost art, which sucks because selling is what gets stuff over. How do you, why is that the art of selling being lost? That shit blows my fucking mind.
This one has swung back and forth several times, and again and again, Nakamura on top, and now going for the kill shot, Joe.
He's looking for Kinshasa, but instead, Carmelo Hayes delivers again. How he is.
Dude, I will never ever forget how I was told when I was in the in my home indie promotion, I was pretty much flat out told the fact that I was really good at bumping and selling and making guys look good, that secured me a spot on the roster. Well, it's like, yeah, that's what my job is. I'm kind of like, at the time I kind of accepted my spot was like, okay, I'm kind of like the Brooklyn Brawler of the roster. Guys that are coming up that you want to push and get over, you're trusting me with them to bump and sell for them to get them over. So I'm going to do my job, bust my ass, bump and sell for them and get them over.
Down with that damaged left leg, and now Shin's in position to deliver, and he does. Right to the midsection of Carmelo Hayes, who cannot possibly be getting any oxygen in those lungs now. Oh man! Kinshasa off the ropes. Avalanche Kinshasa. Now he's looking to deliver. Oh! Are you kidding me?
Oh, dude, Ricky Morton, pal, get me some Ricky Morton. And that legacy still lives on every Thursday night on JCW Lunacy and his son, Kerry Morton. Yeah, pal. Oh yeah, son definitely learning from father in that. Like Kerry Morton is the definition of the phrase a chip off the old block, pal.
Carmelo Hayes, whose reign continues, but hats off to Nakamura, who gave it everything here. He's reaching out with
Oh, nice, Todd. Whoop, whoop. Dude, that just gets Kerry Morton even more over for me. Like putting over Bret Hart hoodie, that man knows good taste. Whoop, whoop. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Hammer. Morton means sell, which equals money. Yes. And Ricky absolutely did a tremendous job passing that on to his son.
Father's watch this evening. I've seen what he did last week on Smackdown right in front of me. I tell people all the time, when you want to talk about my father.
I've heard about them. I haven't checked them out, but I have heard about them. I need to go look them out. Look them up. Yeah, I've heard good things about their merchandise.
It's lazy. He doesn't make the comeback. Dusty doesn't make the comeback. I make the comeback.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Kerry Morton is the new old school of how you sell. Yes. Yeah, his daddy taught him sell. Whoop, whoop. Point, Zane.
Wade, it is hard to properly put into perspective what's about to happen here on SmackDown. This final hour is commercial free with good reason because it demands.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That was such good shit, man. Just exactly like you said. Mwah.
Two of the best of this generation going toe-to-toe in the worst kind of match imaginable.
SmackDown history, the WWE Championship is on the line in 3 stages of hell. Two men will walk in, face 3 stages of hell. And they can
Ah, such good shit, pal.
One thing's for certain. There's no rest for the wicked.
Yep.
Because
Yes, he did. Whoop, whoop. Ricky taught his son well. Whoop, whoop.
there are many superstars ready to stake their claim to be #1 contender. So I'm not wasting any time. I've decided that next week, in a venue very close to my heart, Wembley Arena in London, we will present 4 qualifying matches. The winners of those matches will face off in a fatal 4-way match at Saturday night's main event.
Yes, absolutely, Hammer. Big time points to that one. Big time points to what Hammer just said right there. And Morton, I'll add to that. Not only is Morton able to walk around like a normal person and without being a quadriplegic, he's still able to make a living and work in the business because he worked smart the entire time in the business. And safe.
See who gets into that fatal 4-way. So let's go through the matches we will have for this #1 contenders qualifying.
Well, here's the first qualifier. The Miz has eaten RKO's 2 weeks in a row. If he eats one next week on SmackDown from London, he will be out of the tournament. And Viper Randy
Yeah,
will progress to
like that's how you take care of and protect yourself and stretch out how much time you have in the business. Ricky Morton did that tremendously.
Get this, former world champ Damian Priest mentioned he wants some gold coming his
Dude, points all around to everybody. Like seriously, like I'm feeling like Oprah Winfrey passing out points to everybody. Hammer gets points. Todd gets points. Zayn gets points. You all get points. Yeah!
Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov. What a SmackDown next week from London. Of course, you know what's immediately ahead. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes.
Yup. Man, it is crazy. It is crazy how, like, as young as he is, Kerry gets it.
First the 2 wins. It is time. The main event we've all been waiting for.
Oh, dude. Zayn, big time cheers to Mr. Hughes. Big time cheers to Mr. Hughes because, seriously, no joke, 2 of my closest friends in the business, when I was in the business, the Hooligans, were trained by Mr. Hughes in WW4 in Atlanta. Like, they trained with AR Fox. They trained with Apollo Crews. They trained with Jonathan Gresham. And they imparted a lot of stuff that they learned from him to me on the road that I'll never forget. Yeah. Thank God Kerry gets it. Yeah, Kerry Morton is one of the hopes I have for the future of the business. Oh yeah, big time underrated big guy, Curtis Hughes. Tremendous, yeah, Mr. Hughes over strong. Absolutely tremendous performer. I think I only met AR Fox once, but just that one time on that one show that me and him were on at the same time, absolutely cool dude. From my experience, from that one experience with him.
If you touch him before your match of
Whoop, whoop. Yep. Yep. And then the Triple H sheet. Yeah, most people, that's one thing that's kind of forgotten about. It was Mr. Hughes was Triple H's OG bodyguard before China.
When I send you straight to hell, say hi to your dad for me.
Dude, that's why I believe like Mr. Hughes is one of the most underrated, smartest, best workers in the best workers, especially big man workers in the business. He got it. Like Mr. Hughes got it.
Stages of Hell Match for the undisputed WWE Championship. The first stage is a street wrestling match where you can win via countout, disqualification, submission, or pinfall. The second is a Falls Count Anywhere match where the only way to win is by pinfall or submission on the grounds of the Uber Arena. The third stage is
Dude, that took a tremendous amount of talent. Wrestling in shades, and no point do the shades ever come off. Yeah, that takes talent. That takes talent.
the superstar who wins 2 stages will be declared the winner and the undisputed WWE Champion.
Man, I really believe the Mr. Hughes character was a missed boat when it comes to wrestling. Like, there was so much meat on the bone that they could have done with Mr. Hughes creatively that they just kind of left on the table. Whoop, whoop. Todd, let's just say you, Just watch. Let's just say, just check the results. Just check the results. I'm not going to spoil anything, but check the results.
That watch that WWE executives some years ago found returned to Cody as a celebration of all that was accomplished. It's exactly what we're talking about. And goading him and provoking him in the Scottish Warrior with the constant chorus of, go ahead, hit me, Cody. I know you want to. Well, now, Wade, nothing needs to be held back. This is what...
Nah, I don't think... You didn't spoil anything. I mean, it's hard to avoid social media and spoilers.
This is a very different Drew to the one I came through this industry with.
Oh, nice hammer. Whoop, whoop.
It intimidates me at the best of times, but Drew is one intelligent psychopath. He's gone to the head of the champ, Cody. He's gone under his skin, and Cody has now been baited into putting his body on the line in a match that favors a bigger, stronger, and yes, more ruthless man in Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre sauntered down the aisle today with the poise and calm of a man who believes...
Anytime, Hammer, whenever you feel good to say it, the floor is yours, man.
Time and again, Drew will tell you he has been screwed out.
And what it do, Gross? It doing well? What's good with you? I hope it's good with you. Woo woo, boys, a pleasure. Yeah, pal. Happy Friyay.
Decisions, claims of corruption at the highest level in management. Well, tonight is the night it ends for McIntyre.
All right, so we're missing 3 belts tonight, but plus 1 AAA belt, so that would be 6 belts. We were at 6 belts tonight. Whoop, whoop.
We go all the way back to August 8th, back in Montreal. Went through 3
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gross, man.
through the front of our announce desk. And
6 belts. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
what happened at WrestlePalooza.
Who gets 6? I know somebody gets 6. Who was it?
Recent weeks, Wade. And then especially recent days as he stares at that gold Rolex.
I think it might have been Dan. I don't know. Let me check.
A week ago, watching the cherished photo of his legendary father go up in flames. Now the flames that burn deep
All
inside.
right, I'm not seeing it. I know somebody gets 6.
Can finally be unleashed here in Berlin, Germany.
It has been a long and arduous journey to get to this point, and that is pretty much the only reason you end up competing in a 3 stages of hell match that is going to test everything between these competitors. Ability, toughness, human spirit, and most importantly of all, it will force a clear win.
For the official introductions, here's Alicia Taylor.
Yeah, especially if, like, depending on where you're at and the labor laws, like if you're getting that extra money, if you're getting like that extra pay on overnights like that, yeah, dude, capitalize on that, pal.
Introducing first, the challenger.
Like I will say in St. Louis County, Missouri, in 2006 when I worked at a local grocery store, working overnights, anytime you worked more than 8, Lisa, like the union agreement that we had, anytime you worked more than 8 hours on any day, like anytime more than 8 hours was overtime pay.
Weighing in at 222 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
We shall see that happens, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Undisputed WWE Championship. Jason Ayers, our referee, tasked with being the 3rd man inside the ropes. Cody and Drew.
Yeah, I've always been me personally. I've personally enjoyed and experienced that, like that's like that setup where you work 4 10-hour days. And you got 3 days off. I'm with that. Like I'm like for me that has always worked. That I'm with that.
Suicide dive to the outside immediately, wasting no time getting on the attack.
Just look at the narrow eyes of Cody Rhodes. This is very different to a Cody we normally see.
Steel chair in hand.
Of course, for me personally, at the peak of when I was doing that, I was working in a screen printing shop, and we also had, and with screen printing, we had ebbs and flows. And the 2 major flows were spring and fall, where we're working 50, 60-hour weeks with overtime pay. And then the ebbs were the slow winter summer months where we're working like 30, 40-hour weeks. Yep. Yeah. We had a yeah. I remember that. That was a very similar structure we had at the screen printing shop. Yep. That's why it was always awesome when like a holiday landed on a Thursday or a Friday, because it was like a 3 or 4 day weekend. Paid.
And Cody may well have overstepped the mark on that one and ended up paying for it.
Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo is on his way. Yeah.
Stage 1. This is the straight wrestling match. Stage
Whoop, whoop.
2 is Falls Count.
I favor Cody in a straight-up technical wrestling match over Drew. This has been anything but that from the early goings. It's been an out-and-out brawl, and I feel that's playing into the hands of McIntyre.
It's interesting when you put the stages together and get your analysis as to who you think is favored in this, but own of Cody Rhodes, the pace of Cody Rhodes.
And then what I would do is, because I worked full time, I got full-time benefits, which meant every year I got 5 days paid off.
He's reacting, and that is dangerous in a match as strategic as a 3 stages of hell type.
And made sure to strategize those for wrestling dates.
Well, Drew's been wiped out in the early goings here. This is a shocker. Normally, in this kind of match, the way this is played out, I'd have backed the biggest, strongest superstar. It's just not played out that way. And wait a second.
Oh, he just took off that top turnbuckle. Oh, there's a low blow.
That's a good question right now. I'm gonna guess like the main guys are gonna be Ethan Page, Joe Hendry, Leon Slater.
The first stage. The next stage is Falls Count.
I'm guessing Obafemi's already been called up. They just haven't finalized it yet.
This is exactly what happened. Referee goes to fix that.
Ricky Saints. Who else?
And one Claymore later, and Drew McIntyre is now a stage closer to winning the WWE Championship. He predicted
I mean, I maybe Tony D'Angelo, I guess. I don't know, man.
Falls Count Anywhere, stage 2, which is a pinfall or submission that can happen anywhere here at Uber Arena. No DQs, anything goes. So we're through the straight wrestling match, which Cody was in control of.
I mean that's not a weird thing. I mean JCW they actually develop characters and makes you care about them, whereas AEW, WWE they not as much.
6 minutes into this match, and now DVD is clinging onto the goal by a thread. And that was almost the end there. A tightly stacked pin from McIntyre.
Definitely some Evolve guys coming up to fill in the spaces for the NXT guys that are moving it, like the NXT mid card is moving to the main event. I could definitely see them, or lower mid card guys moving up to fill those spots, like the Evolve guys. Like I could definitely see Swipe Right or and who's the other guy in that trio? I can see them coming up, becoming mainstays in NXT.
Before you saw what happened at the end, the kick to the man parts, the Claymore when referee Jason Ayers was turned around, he did not.
Yep, I see that. I see that happening in the near future. Tony D'Angelo being a top guy in NXT. Yep, and that's what's great about those guys is that they can wrestle, but they also get and understand their characters and know how to work their characters, or at least at the very least have an idea of how to work their characters. Yeah, I do agree with that, Gruss. I think Javon would have been much better off, like, as young as he is, working their internal territory system between TNA, NXT, AAA. Just have him go between those brands, get his reps in, then call him up once he's ready for it. Yes, I agree. A little bit too early for him. That's my opinion. But that's because I see a lot of potential in Javon Evans, and I don't want to rush that and blow that by going too early before he's ready. Oh yeah, I have no doubt we'll keep seeing more Slater in NXT. It's very obvious that WWE has Leon Slater earmarked as somebody they want to sign from TNA, but they also want to make sure he's got his reps in, he's developed, he's seasoned before they sign him. At least I hope. That's what I hope is what they're doing with Leon Slater. That's what I hope at least. And Cody's bleeding at the back already. Yeet. Yes, work the character without spots. Yes. Hammer, absolutely. Absolutely, pal.
Laid on the concrete. The referee, of course, in hot pursuit out there.
Yeah, I can see Leon Slater being like the TNA NXT crossover guy like Joe Hendry was, with the kinks worked out from Joe Hendry. I totally see that with Leon Slater.
Submission does count at this point. If you want a little respite, just say I quit. Not that I'm encouraging that from either competitor here. Making way through the drapery, close back to the arena floor. Remember, stage one, Drew McIntyre came out the winner. This is a must-win stage for Cody Rhodes. Both men walking wounded now, but Drew looking to exacerbate those wounds on the body of Cody Rhodes. Some implements in hand. Grabbing a table. Jason Ayers, the referee, stands by to see.
Like, it's very obvious that WWE sees potential future in Leon, and like they see Leon Slater as a future star for them, but they know, okay, we got to handle him delicately, we got to handle him correctly, we got to use kid gloves with him and make sure we don't rush him before he's ready.
McIntyre with a boot of Cody Rhodes, partially on sighting McIntyre, but the power of McIntyre straight back to the forehead. Oh, wait, the ball slams his head.
I could definitely see that, Gruss. Absolutely, yeah. 100%. I mean, he's already been endorsed by AJ Styles, so there you go. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, that really sucks because, yeah, I could see Trick Williams getting lost in the shuffle in a few months, which sucks because that dude is so charismatic and talented, and it's not his fault that's going to happen.
Two and a half after crashing down from on top of the bomb. Cody doing his best superfly Jimmy Snuka right on to the carcass of Drew McIntyre through that table onto the concrete below.
Yeah, but at least he went over. At least he went over. That's at least a sign for hope.
Cody Rhodes with what just went down, but can you imagine Drew McIntyre and what his back feels like
I mean, just look at the back of Cody Rhodes, covered in welts and bruises and cuts.
Yeah. Have the Trick Williams call up happen like in the middle of nowhere and spice things up. I would be with that, definitely. Yes.
Softened up enough to do some major damage here at ringside, but Cody is the picture of exhaustion. Just trying to climb over that barricade. Now McIntyre can't even stand up. And there may potentially be a third stage after this one, if, of course, Cody can somehow find his way to getting a fall against Drew here.
Oh, steel chair right to the gut. And now to the back. Remember, anything goes. This is Falls Count Anywhere here. Stage 2 in the 3 stages of hell. Oh, look at that. He's been in this position before. Oh, he was going for the Claymore through our desk, and now Cody says, I'll use the desk.
McIntyre about to finish Cody for good. Cody with that burst of energy just in the nick of time. And Cody decided
We always dreamed of this day.
Desk. And it might be a demolition job using the body of Drew McIntyre.
Cody must win this stage.
Agreed, yeah. Like that, like as crazy as it sounds, like that should have, like, his first match to showcase, like Trick's first match to showcase him on SmackDown should have been against like a Funaki. Because Funaki's going to bump and sell for him, make him look good.
The next and final stage is a steel cage match.
We've arrived. We have arrived.
Ooh, I like that. Yes. Yeah. Oba, main roster Oba with some Big Rick, with a little bit of Big Rick thrown in there. Yes, I'm with that.
One thing will determine the undisputed WWE Championship, and it is a steel cage.
Oh God, you've been through hell twice. You've dragged your opponent through hell twice. Did you miss me? The worst stage of them all to decide this.
The phenomenal HMG.
You see the call.
It's like the physical sword of Damocles dropping here for these two men. How badly do you want the gold?
We said it. It all started back on August 8th in Montreal when Drew Claymore Cody through the front of our desk. He was just about to do it again when Cody found a way, and the crossroads through the desk.
We're now stage 3, pal.
Absolute battle at ringside here. Desperately trying to get some of our monitors back up so we can actually see what's going on here. As this probably 60 seconds of breathing room for these two men while that cage got lowered, and now the fight is on.
Now, classic steel cage. You can win by pinfall or submission, or simply leave the cage with both feet.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Give me some Monty Brown booking in there. Absolutely, yes. Before they made him Jeff Jarrett's lackey.
All the emotion comes down to a steel cage match here in Germany. McIntyre reverses things, and he smashes Rhodes' face into the steel. Oh, he's trying to stay right there. Oh, remember, if both feet hit the floor, Drew would be new champion.
Well, so close there, and that is why Cody has to keep his wits about him, even though he has the upper hand here. Just one slip up there, and Drew would have been champion.
He could retain right here.
This is really unusual territory for any competitor. Normally, you get to the point, you've won a match, you hit the showers. These guys have had 2 matches. You definitely hit the showers. No, we're back into this fight.
Stage 1 match was won by Drew McIntyre. He kicked Cody Rhodes with a low blow when referee Jason Ayers wasn't looking. Then he landed a Claymore and scored the victory.
Yep, unfortunately, Monty Brown, as fucking charismatic and talented as that dude was, he fell victim to the good old boy booking. That dude should have been such a star in TNA. He should have been the man in TNA.
Like this in a third stage, you simply never train for, and you really never experience. You certainly hope you never experience.
Cody's up there to meet him. If one of these competitors gets over this steel cage and both feet hit the floor,
I'll never forget those I'll never forget those promos. The Pouncer! Period.
Just in time, slowing down the American Alliance from up there. Oh, the impact from the kick out. The most super plexes you will ever see.
All right, I'll have to go back and check that out. Okay, yeah, Eric Watts on Rip Rogers. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. Whoop, whoop.
Both men broken and battered, much like our ringside area, but fighting for the biggest prize in the industry.
Our announce desk is gone. Monitors strewn. Splintered everywhere after what Cody did to win Falls Count Anywhere. And now who can survive the steel cage? Who can win pinfall or submission, inside or leave the cage and grab the victory?
Neither man is going to be the same after this performance. I guarantee you that, Joe Test. Not physically, not mentally. How badly do you want that goal? How badly do you want to be the leader of the industry?
Who can get it right here? Cody survives again, getting that shoulder up.
And I'll tell you right now, Joe Test, normally you'd never beat Cody Rhodes with a back elbow, right? But this deep in a match, Cody's so beat up, you just don't know what's going to do it. What's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back?
Of the late Dusty Rhodes. Oh, and here comes a rally by Cody. Today wearing the gold Rolex that is cherished in his family. Oh, and driven right into the steel.
Every time. Oh, hold on.
Future shock DDT to win. Could Drew do it? Cody at
Future shock kick out. Third final fall cage match.
Just in a flash like that, McIntyre pulling out some of his heaviest artillery against a bloodied and battered Cody Rhodes, who now appears to be bleeding from the scalp. Add that to a laundry list of injuries racking the body of the current champ, yes, but for how much longer? It's looking bleak, isn't it?
Third stage of the 3 stages of hell. Almost impossible to escape the steel cage without being busted open. And that is the case. His blood is drawn here between Cody and Drew.
Who's the more savage? Who's the more ruthless? That is who this match favors. And without question, that is Drew McIntyre. Drew thrives in violence, but Cody Rhodes thrives in adversity. This might be the greatest adversity he has ever faced in his career, certainly in his reign as champ. No.
Trying to dig deep. You can hear him saying, stay down, stay down.
Yeah.
Who has more left in the tank is a big question here.
That's some frustration bleeding out from Drew now. It's Cody's head that's bleeding, but that's a towel from Drew. He feels he should be home and dry here.
Oh! He's got to wind up for a crossroads again!
Well, he did it on the table earlier.
To retain! Oh, kick out by Drew McIntyre!
Well, just as McIntyre was trying to use his powers, that maneuverability of the Chandler Toll, One crossroads for a badly broken down McIntyre. We saw that get the decisive fall in the second stage on top of our announce desk. Not good enough this time around. What else you got, Cody?
Incredible start to this European tour. Dislocation, Berlin, Germany, requested by Drew McIntyre to ensure environment outside the U.S. You've heard him say he feels there's a great bias towards Cody Rhodes, that he has been screwed out of the undisputed WWE Championship time and again.
And he's not lying. Drew McIntyre feels he should have had all the opportunities Cody has had over the past several years, especially after the way Drew carried this company through the pandemic of COVID. It's where the bitterness originated. It's what really breaking down now.
Lab Rat, I'm not even joking when I say this. I could see WWE signing the Outbreak and Kerry Morton for NXT Evolve. I could see it. I could legit see that happening.
Well, it is just lapping up every shot down. This could be it right here to retain. Oh, that snap power slam, just elements of former mentor.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Get all the brands over. Get not just like the AAA brand NXT with a AA brand and Evolve over as well. Yes. And slow the fuck down. Yes. Slow down. Oh my fuck, slow down. Slowing down, that's where the magic happens. That is where the magic happens, when you slow down. Let everybody and let yourself get your care. Like if you're working as a heel and you do something to the baby face, that's where the magic is. You get your character over while letting the baby face sell, giving them the room. You're not smothering them. And then once that's done, when it's time to go back to start working again, you go back to the baby face and start working again. Sorry, old man yelling at the clouds worker coming out in me there. I'm sorry.
Oh, not one, Joe Tess. He's going for it again.
This is vintage Cody, and this is going to take everything he has to offer.
Yeah, he would be happy for them. He'd be sad he doesn't have them anymore, and they got to kind of take it from him. But at the same time, he would be happy for them getting the deal.
Oh, into the unprotected turnbuckle head first.
A Claymore in Germany. How about it? Could we have a new undisputed champ?
Oh, trying to rake in the eyeballs. Head first into that unprotected turnbuckle after he got ripped off earlier. And then the Claymore's not good enough. And here is that Claymore completely cleaning the clock on the current WWE champ, who is living dangerously, as is McIntyre.
Living dangerously, Deucey. And we will keep the party going after the show is over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/LG Brandon Whoop Whoop. Gonna be doing some SNES gaming tonight.
The undisputed WWE Championship. It is being taken to the limit to decide it. The 3 stages of hell.
Absolutely. Whoop whoop.
And whoever gets out of this steel cage wins stage 3.
100. Yeah, pal. Absolutely, Hammer.
Finds the strength. Tamino, he's blading his cap.
You've got to do whatever it takes at this point, Joe. McIntyre raked the eyes of Cody. Cody biting the calf of Drew, and now teetering up high. We're going to get a slugfest from the heavens.
They are directly above us. A scary height for these 2 current titans of the game. On top of a steel cage here in Germany. 3 stages of hell for the undisputed WWE Championship. and look at how much has been taken out.
Oh, both men capable of nothing but a grimace. Both men merely reacting.
I mean, Drew's just holding on. He is barely holding on, and now he gets his feet on the top rope before his face gets smashed into the cage.
Here's a bit of a wrestling. Here's a wrestling story. I might have told this before. I don't remember if I've told this before. But there was a guy who on yeah, that's gonna be a fun episode. Yeet. Yes, exactly. Cheers, hammer, whoop, whoop. Exactly. All right, so what was that story I was about to go into? I guess one thing. So there was a dude. So at Dynamo Pro, there was a dude. I'm not gonna name names. I'm gonna throw names out there because I'm not, But there was a dude on the roster who was. Everybody kind of knew he wasn't that good of a worker. Like we all knew his weaknesses and shortcomings, but he was still cool. He was still a good brother. And he also happened to be a part of a management team for a smaller scale Comic-Con convention. And he ended up hooking the home promotion up with. He got us basically got everybody basically. He was a good brother right here. He used his connections with the Comic-Con he worked for to set up a wrestling show during the Comic-Con and got all the boys working a payday. That's a good brother. However, here's the thing that kind of blew my mind. He specifically wanted me to work with him on that show. And then it wasn't until after me and him had that match. Again, I gotta throw out there, he was, absolutely awesome. That's how cool this dude is as a person. That he did that for the boys. But also at the same time, though, he was also known as not the best worker in the locker room. And it wasn't until the end of this evening and people were talking to me backstage where things started clicking. That for this show, he specifically asked to work with me. Which, me being the person I was and still kind of am, it's like, why me? What makes me so special? I want to doing my thing and trying to do my best, do the best I can at what I do. And then we had our match. We worked. It was very simple and basic. I bumped and sold for the dude. I made him look great. The crowd was with it. They popped for it. Like the crowd was with it. We got business done. All was good. And then I'll never forget, one of the other workers pulled me aside after the match and said, dude, you made him look the best he's ever looked that I've ever seen him look. And we got Jacob Fatu interference. Yeah, pal. Give me CT Fletcher, pal. And now Fatu going after Cody. But as he's going after Cody, that gives Drew time to slip out the cage. New and new. WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre, pal. Yeah, and it wasn't until that one worker that I knew knew was a longtime veteran who pulled me aside and told me that is like, dude, you made him look really good tonight. Like, that was the best he ever looked tonight. And then all of a sudden it clicked in my head. That was why he picked me to work with him for this night, for his company, and for if he's putting his neck on the line to bring wrestling for this Comic-Con, and he picks me to work with him. And then I'm told I made him look good. Also, okay, now puzzle pieces are going into place here. I'm figuring out. Okay, I'm kind of finding my place in the business. I can bump and sell for guys and make them look good. Cool, I'm with that.
Jacob Fatu, who was out injured after an attack where all fingers pointed.
That I don't know. I wonder though, are they going with the title change? This gives the perfect separation. This actually gives the perfect separation from Cody and the belt. If they want to turn Cody heel, and then his first program as a heel is him and Jacob Fatu because he was one to attack Jacob Fatu, I'm with that. That's good stuff. Yeah, Fatu pulling a Raja Jackson, pal. Whoop, whoop.
You're a CEO ready to scale, but focusing on the big picture feels.
All righty, but that's it for the show tonight. I think our final bell count tonight was 7. No, it was 6. Whoop, whoop. Final bell count tonight, 6. Yeet, yeet. All right, our schedule for the rest of this week. Tomorrow we got HMG After Dark. Gonna kind of keep it a little bit short tomorrow night, and we're going to be early start time tomorrow night.
You're a CEO ready to scale,
Of 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central for HMG After Dark tomorrow night, because the the Smack Attack goes live 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central tomorrow night. So keeping it short for it.
That's why this.
And then Sunday we got The Wreckage, followed up with HMG After Dark that night. Not sure what we're doing that night, but yeah, for tomorrow on Saturday we'll be watching Trailer Park Boys season 10, picking that back up until it's time for the Smack Attack that night. Yeah, and then HMG After Dark on Sunday. You know what? I think we'll do some Glow and we'll pick back up on Glow and Lucha Underground on Sunday. That sounds pretty good. Whoop, whoop. And then Monday, we got the Monday Locker Room, the Raw Watch Along, the Impact Attack. Hey, we might do some Starfire 64. Who knows? We shall see. Whoop, whoop. And then Tuesday, we got I Like It Raw, the A Show, the Late Start NXT Watch Along, and then Wednesday Locker Room. And then Wednesday, we got the Next Level Wrestling Review. We got the AEW Dynamite Watch Along and Bell Count. Thursday, the Friday Locker Room, the TNA Impact. Actually, no, we're doing a schedule change on Thursday. We're going to do a late start JCW Lunacy Watch Along around 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central-ish, around that time. And then once that's over, going right into the TNA Impact Live Watch Along and Bell Count. Yes, they do, Lab Rat, absolutely. But in about 15-20 minutes, we're going to be back live on Twitch, twitch.tv/LG Brandon, whoop whoop, playing some video games, do some SNES, maybe some N64, maybe some Star Fox 64, who knows? But we'll see where the night takes us. Hope to see you there in about 15-20 minutes. If not, if I don't see you tonight, hope to see you on some of the other shows. And then if not, hope you have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your week. And much love. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, pal.